Hello,
guys. Welcome, rat fans.
Welcome, rat fans. Now, look, we've had a little bit of discussion, what we call off air.
Off air. We've had a summit meeting, haven't we, Barry? We've had to.
Cobra has met.
We call it sort of boa constrictor.
Boa constrictor has met.
And we all squeeze the life out of you.
Yeah, and we decided that everyone's a little bit down at the moment.
Well, there's all sorts of things going on. Do you want to list some of them things, Barry?
The plague is on for a kick-off.
The plague.
Secondly, the B word. Thirdly, the weather is... It's dirty, it's filthy weather.
It's mucky weather.
It's
cold, mucky weather.
Also, all the sporting events might be cancelled.
Yes, all going out events might be cancelled. Probably not though.
Also, I've got coronavirus up my bum. I've discovered this morning.
I've got it up there as well.
And he's got it up there.
Mine hasn't. Like it's in a box up there at the moment.
You managed to segregate?
I've contained it.
But
sticking it in a box and then putting it up there, secreting it up there in case I need it.
Well, you might take it out when it's all safe and just put it in the river or something.
I'll stick it in the river, I'll stick it in the river. Or what I thought I might do, and I was advised to do this by the WHO, is when it's all completed and gone and all that, and I've still got the last traces of it in the box up there, I'll tug it out on the bit of string that I've attached it to, open it up, and then stick it in a kettle and boil it. Yeah. And that will get rid of it.
It's funny you should say that, because that's what Margaret done. Last week, she's gone to me, I've got a touch of SARS up my bum.
Oh, right.
I went, you're so old-fashioned. You're so, get with it, I says. It's so last year, SARS, isn't it?
I know. So what's she done with Urson?
Well, she, my next door neighbour, Doreen, she come round with some fishing wire she found in Len's, in the garage there. Anyway, we fished it out and
what, she got it on a box?
She managed to fish it out, the box out. Yeah, Margaret stuck her SARS up in the box. And I'm just looking out the window now. I can see it down the bottom of the garden.
What, the box of SARS?
The box of SARS. The cat's got hold of it. Oi! Leave that alone.
Yeah.
So that's it. Because
I had the same with Kenny.
Yeah.
Who's that forklift truck driver?
Yeah.
Right? He had that swine flu that was going around.
I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got on the phone to the World Health Organization. And he said, I've got some swine flu, and they said. They said, the usual advice, stick it in a box,
up your bum,
wrap it up with tissue and then stick it up your bum, right?
Yeah.
He's done that, but of course he drives a forklift truck for 8 hours a day.
Gosh,
so he's done it, he's managed it for one day, and he's got back on the phone to the WHO and he said, look,
this will never do. Yeah.
I appreciate your advice, sticking it up there, but I do drive a forklift, And they said to him, well, okay, we'll make special dispensation, and they sent him a certificate.
Yeah.
And they said, get the fishing wire, put it out there, and then just open it up and tip it on the fire and burn it. And that's what he's done. He tipped it on the fire.
Well, and so, look, far be it from me, they're a bit bigger medical experts than me, not so big as Angelos, but... this is just as a layman. If you've got any of that up, as storage, stick it out your bum.
If there's any in the house, try and capture it in a net, like a fishing net or a plastic bag, right? Just go around and get hold of it. And then
a small Tupperware will do.
Yeah, the smallest one you've got, because it's got to go up there. Stick it in there, make sure the lid is very sealed, and then wrap it in tape. Right, and cover it in tissue and just stick it up there.
Yeah.
And make sure it's comfortable, because you don't know how long it's got to be there for.
Best of British. British.
But that is on the advice of the World Health Organisation.
Yeah, hold on. I think I've got it here. Yeah, the WHO's. And it just says, as a rule of thumb, up your bum. That's the advice.
Have you seen all these photographs of people on the tube in London with buckets on their heads?
Their heads, I saw that. It's good to be sensible. What I was going to say, guys, anyway, what I was getting to is, apart from the wonderful news, there's one wonderful bit of news that Boris Johnson and his, what should we call, girlfriend, is it?
Oh, that is nice, Carrie Fisher.
No, that is nice. Him and Carrie Fisher are having a baby. And that's
it was announced, wasn't it? It was announced that they were having a baby. They were getting engaged and having a baby. Are you sure that's the way round those events happened?
I don't know whether that's physically possible. They might have got that wrong, the news.
You think it might have been they found out they was having a baby. Oh, it's getting engaged.
So anyway, look, the upshot of all this is that everyone's a little bit down in the mouth.
Down in the
this
dumps.
is a cheer you up special.
Oh, right. So, Barry, would you want to kick off with some of the, let's just, if we're going back through your life, and what a life you've lived. What a life you've lived.
What's a life?
Can you tell me what the greatest party you ever went to was?
The greatest party I ever went to was, back in the day, obviously, it was when we done ever so well in the Olympics.
Oh.
2012.
Oh, right, not too long ago then.
No. 2012, we had, the Olympics opened and we was the pride of the world. Yes, Kenneth Branagh done the voiceover. It was all about some of our wonderful achievements. Had all quintessential stuff. Are you being served? They done. What? Greg's. Yeah. Our ability to laugh at ourselves and foreigners.
That's right. Yeah. Pulling up the drawbridge.
Pulling up the drawbridge. There was a celebration of tuberculosis and the wonderful times during that era.
Lovely. You remember they celebrated the 1970s 4-day week?
Yeah, they did. They'd done all that. They celebrated all the
rubbish being piled up in Leicester Square. All the rubbish
piled up. They celebrated tax cuts for the rich. They celebrated around about 1980 where the unemployment reached about 3 million. All the wonderful things. At the end of it, there was a party that some of this country's most beloved people was invited to. I was invited to it. Wendy Richards was invited to it. Arthur Negus. Angelos was invited to it. And I can honestly say, wonderful people. David Van Day was there doing the disco and some of the catering, and he brought his wagon.
Yeah, he got his wagon with him from Brighton.
Burger. And it was the Spice Girls was there.
Oh, they were there.
All the top people. Oasis.
Elton John.
We went.
She was there.
Elton was there with David Furniture, and we went to that lovely party we went to. They said it was the official party, but it was at Harrow Leisure Centre, wasn't it?
I know.
They'd set out a few sausage rolls.
But they had spent so much on doing all the decorations at the Olympics that they only had a handful of cash left, like literally like petty cash tin.
Yeah, but we was invited and we had a lovely time, didn't we?
We had a good time.
Dancing, line dancing.
Making the decorations.
There was only one thing that spoiled. I don't know whether to mention it because we're talking about nice.
It's worth remembering the whole day, Barry, for the good and the bad.
You've got to have the yin and the yang.
You've got to have it.
It was really very unfortunate. Kim Woodburn turned up.
Oh, she came, didn't she?
Didn't she? From the cleaning
She was
program.
big then. She was
very big, and she gave Aggie the brush off. She wasn't allowed in.
No.
But we was full of the Olympic spirit, right?
Oh,
anyway, Kim, it was just terrible. She gets up, and where they had the Olympic rings up above the central table where the top celebrities, Fruella Benjamin and
Brian Kent.
Brian Kent was sat.
Yeah.
She went, oh, love, those could do with a polish up. And I was like, don't embarrass yourself. You don't really have to polish. I'm getting up to do them. Anyway, she gets up on a ladder. She's showing off when she's had a few Astis spumantis. And as she got up, a box of bird flu fell out of her bum, didn't it?
It was about that time, wasn't it?
It's about that time. The bird flu comes out of her bum and all that, and it bounced off the table. Everyone, and someone went, can you come
Everyone
down?
knew what it was.
Everyone knew what it was, and all.
Yeah.
Come down, they've gone, come down. No, I'll just rub these rings. With that, the whole fucking step ladder fell over, didn't
It goes over, yeah. I know.
It goes
Very
over.
embarrassing at the time, wasn't
It was hugely embarrassing for her. Everyone is wrapped in the, the spirit of, Britannia
and all that, and all the good things we've done.
And just as it lands on the table, it was so unfortunate because Jim Davidson was giving a speech, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't like being disturbed.
He doesn't like being disturbed. Anyway, Kim's gone down. Whack!
Wallop.
Right in the sandwiches a lot. And it was really unfortunate because as she's hit the thing, you get a pineapple when you got cheese and pineapple on it.
Yeah, like a hedgehog.
Unfortunately, some idiot, I'm not blaming Jim Davidson, it could well have been Brian Kent, had taken a couple of, a bit of cheese and pineapple off it, and there was 2 cocktail sticks, and it went right up her bottom. And it was just, anyway, the ambulance got called, she had a pineapple lodged, basically in the 2 cheeks. It looked like a sort of platypus's tail, didn't it? Coming out of her bum.
Yeah.
And she's still waving the flag, the ambulance
cleaning
coming.
up.
In tribute to Britain, the ambulance took 4 hours to get there.
Yeah.
By which time this thing.
Well, it's not an emergency, is it? I mean, someone would have said.
Her, it would be. She's also allergic to citric acid, and there's God knows how much. As we know now.
Yeah. Yeah.
She swelled up. There is pineapple, and it got lodged. 2 prongs up her bottom, her anus, really.
I know.
And it was now. Okay, after that, the old Blitz spirit kicked in, and we all started doing the Lambeth Walk and all that, didn't we? Isn't it lovely?
Yeah. To try and cover up for it.
Everyone's going, forget about, don't worry about Kim.
What about Kim? Let's focus on the day.
Yeah, it was lovely. But you had a lovely time at the party, didn't you? Who did you get talking to?
I got talking to. I got talking to Elton, right? And she said to me, she said, Angelos, this is all very well, this party, here. This is not the best party ever, is it? And I says, no, it's not the best party ever, Elton. He says, what was the best party ever? He says.
Yeah.
I says, well, Elton, it has to be that party that you threw, because I knew that's what he wanted me to say.
Of course, that's what he wants to
He's
hear.
angling for it because he cornered me and he's got his glass of Cinzano in his hand. Yeah. And when he leans in like that and he says, this is not the best one, is it?
You know what
I'm feeling, okay, I'm thinking he's feeling insecure, he needs a little bit of a boost,
That's it.
And he says, what was the best party ever? I says, it was your party, Elton, that you held your flat after the Oscars, isn't it?
Yes.
And he says, exactly, right?
Yes.
And I didn't have the art to say to him, it wasn't the Oscars,
No.
It was it was an award ceremony that he had set up at the pub, at the Weatherspoons pub.
That's it.
And he says, this is the Oscars. because he thinks he's got the clout to call it the Oscars. And
You
I
knew
said,
very well
I pulled him aside and said, mate, you can't call this the Oscars, because if they get wind of it in Los Angeles, right, they will haul you over the coals, and they might say it's a call. He said, I don't give a shit about them.
Yeah.
I says, all right, it's your lookout. He says, this is the Oscars. This is the real Oscars, right?
Everyone come into the pub from outside the smoking area. The Oscars are about the post.
They're all vaping, right, at the Oscars,
at
the Oscars party, right? All these vapes and
Oscar. It ain't an Oscars.
And he gets up and makes a speech, and he goes, "Can you get off the fruit machine now, please, and sit down and listen to my Oscars speech?"
Yeah.
I says, I'll get everyone, because Kenny's on there and he's got 2 nudge pots, right?
Nudge pots,
and he says, Kenny, please sit down. I says, get on the plastic chair, Kenny, get off the
Stop bringing out them gammon steaks and chips, come on.
Exactly, please, right?
Yeah.
So I says, everyone, can you sit down, please, because Elton wants to do his Oscars speech, welcoming you to the Oscars today.
Post-party. Oh, it was the actual Oscars or the post-party?
Well, this was the actual Oscars thing.
Oh,
right?
he calls it the
ceremony,
Oscars.
right?
Bullshit, yeah.
And he says, I am going to tell you what the best films are. He says, you know what he's like.
Yeah.
He says, and he's got, they're all like, all the films that he likes, just like cartoons and, you know.
Yeah, something stuff.
Yeah, and stuff that's not quite good enough. You know, like, he says, I love the film Mannequin, right? I says, Mannequin? Like, from the 80s or 90s? You went, yeah, that's right. About a mannequin doll that comes to life, right?
Yeah.
I said, well, what about it? He says, that's going to win best film at my Oscars.
All right.
I says, okay, if you want it to. I says, but haven't these films got to have been made this year?
Yeah.
He went, no, this is my Oscars party, this is my Oscars ceremony that I hold every 20 years. So it's the 20 years one.
Oh, it gets complicated,
mate. Yeah. And it sort of slowly emerged that he was just making up the rules as he went along.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And he's like giving prizes, giving Oscars out to his mates, and he's just giving the Oscars to himself. You know, for films that he wasn't involved in.
Yeah.
Like, like he loves The Expendables. You know that film with Sylvester Stallone?
Yeah.
He gave that 3 Oscars.
But I just want to say, can I just say about him, which I don't know if you notice, he tries to upgrade it. He says, I want to go all like Ricky Gervais. I'm going to be rude to everyone.
That's right.
Easy.
Rude.
So he goes, hello everyone, you're all shitbags. No one laughs. Oh, it's the Oscars, that's how you do it now.
And anyway, he says all that. He goes, you're all shitbags and you've got face like a bollock. Right, he says that,
it's
right?
nasty.
And it's horrible stuff. And no one laughs apart from Furniture, who sat behind him.
Oh,
right?
That's it.
And he's there going, ho. And as soon as Furniture laughs, you know, everybody goes, oh,
feels obliged. That's a joke, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. I went to Elton's party. It was rather arty. I went to Elton's party and it wasn't fun.
No.
He got up and he had his tracksuit on and, shaking his bum. He made a joke. Nobody laughed apart from David, his boyfriend. I tell you what. That fella drives me round the bend. I'm going to try it again. Didn't work too well. It fucking half smell. We went to the Weatherspoons for Elton's party do.
Yeah.
Everybody stood about. God, everyone was there. How about you? Elton got up. He's a silly pup. He made his fucking speech. Oh, don't be a leech!
Yeah. You know, he paid everyone to be there.
I didn't want only the special people was there.
No, he paid everyone a tenner to go there to the party.
Tell them the nice, because we're telling them nice things.
Oh, the nice bit. That's right. The nice thing was, Elton says, look, he had a moment of like self-reflection.
Yeah, it's nice.
He's up there and he goes, look, I know I'm a silly old sod.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I like flattery and I enjoy people, like, adoring me, you know. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
He says, I says nothing, Elton. What's nice about you is that you are self-aware enough to know what you're like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And people like that. They like that honesty, right? So he goes, yeah, I know. Anyway, he says, look, I know I've made you all pay £10 to come in here for my Oscars party, right?
Yes.
And everyone's like, moaning. He says, but you did get 2 free pints of lager for that. So basically, he's just like, you know, taking the money and but he's got loads of money out, right?
Yeah.
He says, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the money that you've paid to come in here, match it with my own money. Right? Yeah. Right. So it's like 60 quid.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Christ.
60. Because the turnout was low.
We're pretty poor, yeah.
Turnout was low. Anyway, he's gone, I'll match that money, 60 quid, right? Yeah. He says, and I'm going to give all of that money to charity.
Now, that's nice.
And we're all like, well, that is a lovely, lovely thing to do, right?
Yes.
It's a lovely thing to do. Anyway, and I said to everyone, that is a nice thing to do, and it's nice of him to do that. Anyway, I see Elton in the garage like 2 weeks later, right?
Yeah.
He's at the Costa machine getting a cup of coffee, right?
Oh, no, yeah.
And I'll give him a nudge in the ribs. Yeah. And he goes, ow! I said, it's only me. He went,
you hurt me, you cunt!
You hurt me, you dirty cunt. Right? And I go, oi.
Yeah.
Anyway, comes to his senses, right?
Did it go down his Velcro tracksuit a little bit? Yeah.
He says, he's got a great one on.
Yeah.
I says, Elton, I just want to say, although your Oscars party was a bit indulgent, right, and you're giving all your mates and yourself lots of Oscars, right, for films that are shit, right?
Yeah.
I said, but the thing where you decided to give the money to charity, that was really, really nice. Oh, you know. Anyway, he gets all cagey, like.
Yeah, self-effacing.
I said, no, it was nice, Elton.
Nice,
it was nice. And he's all getting all like, oh, you know, I will stop it. I don't want the attention. He does want the attention.
Of course he does.
I said, so what charity did you give the money to? Right?
Yeah.
And he looked around and he went, oh, fuck off, I put it in my pocket. Yeah.
Outrageous.
But what's outrageous is that he didn't do it. And it's sort of outrageous that he told me that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I said, Elton, I mean, you've done some things in your time, mate, but this is really, really low. You know, he said, they can get money from anywhere, these charities. And then he starts going all David Icke, you know, like all conspiracy and all that stuff, you know.
Well,
he really has gone off his rocker.
I tell you who was like that. You know Fiona Bruce, she does the Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
I went up there, I was queuing up with, do you remember that vase that Margaret had? Which, I knew.
It was on the mantelpiece, wasn't it?
Yeah, I knew it was from IKEA. Everyone knew, but she insisted, oh no, it might be an heirloom. It's not, Margaret. It's clearly not. It's got
made it in IKEA for a fiver.
Yeah, made in Indonesia on the bottom. So where they were all queuing up and all that. Anyway, geezer goes up in the front. If you understand, oh, nice as pie, butter wouldn't melt.
No.
Butter wouldn't melt.
No.
And he's gone, oh, look, I don't know if this is worth anything, but it's a framed picture. It might be by Constable, you see. And it could be, and it's like, it might be 18th century. So the old, you know, the geezer who's doing the valuing is gone, oh no, I'm sorry. It's a very good imitation. And as he walked off, I said to Fiona Bruce, I said, bloody hell, you know, that looked pretty real to me. You know what she's gone? Fuck him, I'll have it. I'm going to go and flog it myself. I'll get off him. Like, wow. Some of these people, you wouldn't believe it.
No, the muck that comes out their mouth.
The muck that comes, Gloria Hanniford, she does that Rip-Off Britain show.
Rip-Off Britain, yeah.
We went to see it perform. Yeah, we saw it live. At the end of it,
I've gone to the shopping centre.
Yeah, at the end of it, I've gone, Gloria, it's terrible for people like me hearing about these rip-off merchants, people who will come and do your guttering and want £500. You went,
cowboy building.
Fuck them. It gives you shit. She's gone,
Who's that little Welsh girl that does the one show? Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah, I mean, she's nice as pie on the telly, isn't she? She's like all like, hello, welcome to the One Show, innit? You know, like that, you know. Yeah. And all about community and all about what's nice things going on. And over to Giles Brand, isn't it? Who's going to do his poetry, you know. Yeah. Anyway, I see her. I went to see the One Show live.
You had tickets, didn't you?
Well, I stuck my nose up against the window. You know that they film it like in the that sort of arcade. Yeah. You know,
Portland Place. I know.
Yeah. I stuck my nose up against the window, right? I'm banging on the window, left face, and the producer comes and goes, "Angela, stop doing that because we're filming." Yeah. I'm like, "Oh, sorry, mate, I didn't know." He said, "No, come inside, come inside." Yeah. So I go inside and I'm sat with all the crew, you know, with like my arms folded, stern, that, you know. Yeah. Anyway, Alice is doing her links. Says, "Hello, I know over to Giles Brand if we're going to do his poetry, right?" Right. So the camera turns off. She goes like this. She goes, right, great big lob, green lob on the floor, and she goes, and then she says after it comes out, she goes, "Get out and fucking walk." To the stuff she spat out.
It's so out of order.
Alice, there's coronavirus knocking about, mate. You don't want to be spitting on the floor, especially in the BBC studio. People will talk. She went, fuck them, she said.
I saw Mary Beard. Do you know Mary Beard?
The historian.
The historian does a lot of the arts programme. We went to see it live because, you know, Margaret likes her arts and all that. So we got tickets and all that.
Where did you see it live?
At BBC Two, we went up the BBC Two Centre, and we went in there, queued up. It's all highbrow people, and I'm doing my very best, you know, a couple of times. Yeah. Anyway, Margaret sat there, she's very nervous. You know, it starts, you know, we're going to record, quiet please, phones off, just as it starts. Margaret's let one go. Beard's gone, cut! Oh, Christ! Fuck!
He's dropped their guts!
Oh, he's dropped their guts! Wake up!
Right.
Mary Beard!
It's awful, isn't it?
I mean, there's some wonderful people out there you wouldn't credit.
Well, I went to see that, I went to see Watchdog live.
Right.
You know,
you had tickets?
Well, I got tickets up at BBC One. Tickets. I got BBC One tickets, right? Yeah. And they says, congratulations, you won BBC tickets to come and see Watchdog live. Yeah. Oh, wicked, I thought, you know. Yeah. And, they got that, what's her name, from the North East, that lass that does the business news. What's her name?
Stephanie.
Stephanie, what's her name? She's all like, hello and welcome to Watchdog, and we're going to have a lot of fun exposing washing machines and all that stuff now, right? Yeah. When the camera's off, she's like, "Who the fucking hell wrote this shit? I can't keep doing this, you know. You fucking bastards!" Like, she spoke like she works in a dockyard.
I said,
I know they're only human beings and they've got to have a release. But it's a bit much.
Naga Manchetti. I had tickets to see the breakfast show. Yeah. She goes, "Let's go to a report from fucking, you know, the London Bridge." She goes over there, as the cameras go off her, "Listen to this, too good to miss. Da-da-da-da-da-da." Blows off, if you don't mind.
What's a...
Charlie,
Dan Walker say.
Dan Walker go, "Cool, blind, there's a Brussels sprout on the end of that one, isn't there? Dirty bitch.
You stink.
Horrible. You stink, Naga. Manchetti. Smelly, more like.
Yeah. No, well, you wouldn't believe it, would you? You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't have had to believe it.
I mean, you guys at home, we do mix with a few of these kind of TV types. We know how it works. They're just human beings.
They're just human beings, and they've got a release, but you wouldn't believe it.
I mean, do you remember when you met Carol Middleton, you know, Kate's Kate's mum and dad. Well, first of all, they're common as muck.
Well, they are common as muck.
They are common.
They are
but we saw them.
She's all like that for the camera. She's, oh yes, we're very proud of our daughter getting married and all that. And then when she turns, fucking hell, Christ! I think, oh Christ, Christ! I think I've stepped in some muck. You know, like,
when we went up the palace,
stepped in some dog's muck.
Yeah, so we went up the palace for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Oh, yeah, she's all nice when she comes out.
Nice as no, not the Queen, but Carol was there.
Oh,
and
yeah,
she's all, won this and won that.
Yeah.
Camera goes up, it's a right fucking good party, this. Our girl, she landed on her feet and she, and some of that.
We're going to rinse this lot for all their worth.
This lot cry. Here, look at this, I've nicked an ashtray out of the great drawing room in the palace. What's his name, Mr. Middleton? Terry Middleton, yeah. Terry, her dad.
Used car salesman, isn't he?
Yeah.
And because he's going around that party. Because he's going around that party going, yes, it's very nice being here at the Queen. Yeah. And when her back's turned, he's like, anyone want to buy an Escort? Right? Yeah. I've got a Ford Escort, all the extras, right? E-reg, so we're looking at about £500, right? All in, mate. And then she turns her back again. Yes, no, it's been absolutely wonderful. You don't know where you stand with them people.
Very much like that. Because do you remember when I saw her out the back they was having a fag with Princess Anne's husband, weren't they, out the back in Buckingham Palace? Talking very, very nice. When he goes in, it's like, what I'll do with the gypsies. Right. He's had a couple of drinks all over the toilet seat, a lot, you know.
Yeah. Well, I hope that helps, guys.
If you do need our fact sheet on mixing with royalty, we can send that off to you, or go to www.carolmiddleton.co.uk. And we will see you next time, and hopefully very soon. And keep your chins up, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, we'll get through this.
Cheer up, guys. All right.
Cheer up, guys. Bye.